This is Win News.
Tonight, all the thrills from the Townsville 400. Police call off the search for a missing fisherman. And a recount likely for the seat of Herbert. Good evening. First tonight, Townsville was in overdrive on the weekend and the fans weren't disappointed. It was a nail-biting finish to the Castrol Edge Townsville 400.
The newest addition to the Townsville 400 brought some serious thrills to this year's V8s as they raced, roared and even flew through the track.
They're absolutely mental, like coming around the hairpin on two wheels, like even one wheel at some stage, and then hitting the corner. That's ridiculous.
So who is your favourite racer?
The Hot Wheels one.
Why?
Because he can do big jumps.
The Stadium Super Truck's proving to be super popular.
The Stadium Super Truck is just a completely different animal when it comes to racing. It gives a dynamic that no other form of motorsport does, so we're pretty excited to be here.
Eyes were glued to the track as the Dunlop Series screeched through. Crowds in their thousands lined the hills, decked out in their racing gear for one of the city's favourite events.
Great atmosphere. Yeah, it's great.
We just love the racing. We've followed it for ages and yeah, wouldn't miss it for the world.
Just be here and experience it all. It's really good. Like, especially with the stadium trucks this year, that's something different.
Organisers were upbeat about another tremendous event despite a dip in numbers.
Over 145,000, so 5% down on last year, but we expected that given the state of the economy up here.
Townsville's own Graham Edwards scored his best stats to date, finishing 7th overall in the V8 Ute race.
I'm really happy. If I can hold off a reigning Bathurst champion in Steve Owen, I'm pretty stoked about myself.
Holden's James Courtney hung around today, enjoying the glory from his second place, snatched in the final moments. A last-minute tyre change was all that was needed for a podium finish.
Pretty brave call for Robbie with the strategy to pull us out of that position and to put those tyres on, because it could have easily gone the other way, but it's paid off really well.
We've got a full wrap of the main race event coming up in sport. Samantha Costin, Win News.
Stay with us after the break. A new Catholic school for sure is a step closer, and Townsville women encouraged to swing their way to a healthier lifestyle. Welcome back. The Catholic Diocese is progressing with plans to build a new school on Dalrymple Road, announcing it will be called a St Benedict's. Fittingly, today is the feast of St Benedict. The diocese is now waiting on the Education Minister to sign off on funding for the $9 million project.
We've worked with the Townsville City Council, and yes, we have our development application all approved, so all of the boxes are ticked. Just waiting for the Minister to confirm.
St Benedict's will begin operating in 2018 and will offer kindy to Year 6 classes. Farmers are taking a big financial hit from proposed state government changes to tree clearing laws. That's according to a lawyer who says the onus of proof has been placed unfairly on landowners. Great stuff. Be great if you had coordination skills.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd be too good at it.
Not too many wines at the end of it, otherwise it doesn't really count.
From tee-off to kick-off, link shortly for the Cowboys in a very frosty Canberra.
Yeah, that's right, Tash. The visitors are confident of causing a boil-over against the Raiders, though, plus an ex-English Premier League goalkeeper coaching our future local stars. And Shane Van Gisbergen rules Reed Park at the Townsville 400. Welcome back. There's a new name on the Townsville Supercars winners list after Shane Van Gisbergen took out the Townsville 400. James Courtney claims second spot after overtaking Mark Winterbottom just metres from the finish line. The thrilling finale capping off an exciting weekend of racing. To the NRL, and the Cowboys and Raiders are about to kick off in the nation's capital. The visitors trained in Canberra over the weekend, and Coach Green says his relatively inexperienced side displayed extra enthusiasm in the lead up to this match. Finally to basketball, and the Heat's unbeaten start to the QBL season is over. Townsville beat Gold Coast on Friday night before suffering back-to-back losses against Southwest Metro and Logan. Meanwhile, the Flames revelled on their road trip, the women winning all 3 games down south. And tomorrow night we'll have the state football wrap, but that's Monday for your sport, Tash.
Fantastic. And how good were those supercars?
Super noisy and
super
good.
noisy, that's for sure. Thanks, Link. Stay with us. Corinne will join us after the break. She'll have you weather details for the working week ahead.
Tonight's weather, brought to you by Alfred Smallwood from Uncle Alfred's Men's Group. And Yui, we get you.
Good evening. Well, a partly cloudy and pleasant start to the week, and it is looking similar over the next couple of days. We are expecting some rain later this week, though. I'll have the details in just a moment. Remember, if you have a photo you would like to share of our beautiful region, you can email weather@winqld.com.au or you can send it to me on Twitter. Temperatures today, Cardwell dropped to 14 degrees, 26 was the top, Lucinda reaching 24 degrees. 27 for Ingham and Townsville, Douglas also reaching 27 degrees today, dropping to 14 this morning. Alva Beach, 26 was the top. Charters Towers, 16 degrees today and reaching a top of 28 degrees. 27 for Ayr, and Bowen also reaching 27 degrees. Checking the charts, there's cloud over western and southern Queensland. That's with a low pressure trough. We're seeing patchy light rain. There's low cloud along the coast. Moist onshore winds are triggering a few showers. There's a high in the Tasman that extends a ridge across Queensland. A surface trough over the southwest is moving east, and it'll move into eastern Queensland tomorrow. So warmer air will lie across the state ahead of the trough and cooler air in its wake. Tomorrow, fine and mostly sunny in the north. A high cloud over southern Queensland with some light patchy rain. Temperatures should be well above the July average for much of the state, a little cooler for the southwest though. And deceptively powerful surf conditions are developing, but that's for southern beaches. Locally tomorrow it's looking partly cloudy. There's only the slight chance of a shower along the coastal fringe. Winds will be light, and Ingham tomorrow heading for a top of 26 degrees, a possible shower. Townsville could see a shower, 27 degrees, 27 the top for Ayr as well. Bowen getting down to 18 degrees in the morning, 26 the top. It's looking partly cloudy. For the northern goldfields, mostly sunny tomorrow. Winds will be southeast to southwesterly, reaching 30 kilometres per hour in the late afternoon. Charters Towers, you're heading for a top of 27 tomorrow, 15 for that minimum, and it's looking partly cloudy as well. Offshore, easterly to southeasterly, 10 to 15 knots, tending northeasterly inshore during the afternoon and evening. Seas below 1 metre. We have an easterly swell below 1 metre as well. Here's the Taradari high tide for Townsville. We're expecting that around 10 to 6 tomorrow afternoon, just after 6 o'clock. That high tide for Lucinda, and low tide at around 20 past 11 in the morning. Sunrise, we're expecting that at 6:47. Sunset 10 to 6. And here's the all-important outlook for the next 7 days. Tops of 27 degrees over the next couple of days. Could see a shower tomorrow, a shower or two on Wednesday. Towards the end of the week, more so from Thursday onwards, rain at times for Thursday and Friday. Friday only reaching a top of 18 degrees. Over the weekend, that rain should continue with a top of 24 degrees on Sunday. We could see that rain continuing into Monday as well at this stage. Natasha and Lincoln.
Thanks for that, Corinne, and that's Win News for your Monday.
But of course, we also have our online presence these days on the Win News Townsville Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter as well. If you have a news story tip for us, please let us know on there.
And thanks for choosing Win News. For your local news, The Project is up next, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.